El espíritu de Pocho está.
Nature has spent millions of years teaching us one thing: stay away from the water's edge. In the murky depths of the river, there is a monster that hasn't changed since the time of the dinosaurs. The crocodile, a creature of pure instinct, cold-blooded and devoid of emotion. They don't feel love, they only feel hunger. Or so we thought. In the lush jungles of Costa Rica, a man named Chito proved the world wrong. He didn't just tame a 5-meter-long killing machine, he found a friend. This is the unbelievable story of Chito and Pocho, the only documented case of a human and a crocodile sharing a bond of pure affection. It was 1989. Gilberto Chito Shedden was walking along the banks of the Reventazon River when he saw a massive shape struggling in the mud. It was a giant American crocodile, over 15 feet long, shot through the left eye by a frightened farmer. The beast was dying. Most people would have walked away or finished the job, but Chito looked into that one remaining eye and saw a spark of life that refused to go out. He couldn't leave him there. With the help of a few friends, he hauled the half-ton predator into his boat and took him home. Chito hid the crocodile in a secret pond on his property. For 6 months, he didn't just feed him, he cared for him. He gave him medicine, fed him 30 kilograms of chicken and fish a week, and talked to him. But Chito believed that food wasn't enough. "I wanted him to feel that someone loved him," Chito would later say. He started sleeping next to the crocodile at night. He would pet him, hug him, and even kiss his scaly snout. To the world, it was madness. To Chito, it was a slow, steady bridge building between two different worlds. When the crocodile, whom Chito named Pocho, finally regained his strength, Chito knew it was time. He took Pocho back to the river to set him free. He pushed him into the water and said his goodbyes. But as Chito walked back to his house, he heard a splashing sound behind him. He turned around to find 450 kilograms of predator following him up the bank. He tried to drive him back, but Pocho wouldn't budge. That night, Chito woke up to find Pocho sleeping on his veranda. The crocodile had chosen his savior over the wild. For the next 20 years, Chito and Pocho became a legend. Every Sunday, they would perform for the locals in a small lake. Chito would dive into the water, and Pocho would swim straight to him. They would wrestle, play, and roll in the water. Chito would lift Pocho's heavy tail and kiss his underbelly. Most terrifyingly, Chito would put his head inside Pocho's massive jaws, a mouth that could crush a car, and Pocho would remain as gentle as a kitten. Pocho learned his name. He would come when called and close his eyes when Chito stroked his head. Scientists were baffled. Reptiles don't have the same emotional brain structures as mammals. They aren't supposed to feel gratitude. But Pocho defied every rule. He never once tried to bite Chito. He seemed to genuinely enjoy the human's company, seeking out physical touch and companionship. It suggested that maybe, just maybe, kindness is a language that even the oldest predators on Earth can understand, if it's spoken with enough patience. In 2011, after 2 decades of brotherhood, Pocho passed away of natural causes. The grief in the town of Siquires was immense. Chito sat by Pocho's lifeless body for hours, weeping for the friend who had changed his life. But Pocho didn't get a simple burial. He was given a hero's funeral. Thousands of people lined the streets. A brass band played solemn music, and Pocho's body was carried on a truck through the town. He was more than a crocodile. He was a member of the community. Today, a statue of Pocho stands in the town, a reminder of the impossible friendship. Chito still looks at the water and remembers the giant who chose to love instead of bite. Their story teaches us that we should never be too quick to judge a heart by its skin. If a 5-meter crocodile can learn to trust and love a human, then perhaps there is hope for the rest of us. Pocho and Chito showed us that love is the only force in the universe that can truly turn a monster into a friend. There are thousands more stories waiting to be told in nature. Subscribe to Wild Story and don't miss the real-life stories of our animal friends.